Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is your boy, Coach Green, coming to you on a Tuesday at 2, as we like to do, to be able to share some financial education, financial literacy. And I'm so excited to be here this afternoon, just sharing some information with you. Maybe you are having one of those days where you're like, man, oh man, oh man. I started this, 2022 with some great resolutions, and it seemed like I'm falling off the wagon already. So hopefully I'm here to help, like I said, just to put some information out there, let you think about it. If it makes sense, hey, take advantage of it. And if it makes sense, you want to share with somebody else, you can do that as well. Like I said, I'm Coach Green, Marvin Green, out of Tallahassee, Florida. And I had the fortune in my past life, I like to say, of not only being a Division I golf coach, but also being a 10-time national championship flag football coach. So the thing that I like to say as far as coaching is concerned is you got to make sure you get good athletes first and foremost, right? You have to be a great recruiter. But number two, you got to be a great teacher, right? You have to know how to kind of put things in layman's terms in order for your team to get it, right? As a golfer, of course, there's certain type of things that they have to know how to do. And of course, as a flag football player, you have to kind of put together a game plan, right? And so today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of the sports that I was fortunate enough to coach and kind of put finances in terms of that sport. And it's going to be golf today, right? Because golf is one of those sports that people love to play. They go and get the great outfits, and they go get all the equipment and things like that. But sometimes you got to know how to play by the rules, right? Because if you don't play by the rules of golf, it can bite you in the butt real fast. So the first thing we're going to talk about financially is, what are some of the roadblocks keeping you from being your best financial self? Now, what we call this in golf are hazards, right? What are some of the things that's keeping you from getting from the tee box to the green in regulation, right? You're supposed to get to the green in a certain number of strokes, but there's some things out there that kind of get in the way. You got sand traps, you got hazards, you got water, right? So you see people, playing golf, ball going in the water, ball going in traps. Well, in the financial space, we call these roadblocks, and there's four roadblocks that's keeping you from your best financial self: your taxes, your debt, big business, and inflation. Number one is taxes. Taxes take the first 1/3 of your money. As a W-2 employee, if you don't believe me, look at it when you get your check. You have a gross amount that you get, and you have a net amount that you bring home, right? A gross amount that you make, but a net amount that you bring home. And typically, as a W-2 employee, you're taxed on about a third of your income, up to 37% to be exact. So that means you're working like from January to April for free. Well, the tax situation being takes the first 1/3 of your income, it leads to the second roadblock, which is debt. Because in that example I gave earlier, let's just say you got a $50,000 job, right? But you really only bring home 32, or you have a $100,000 job and you only bring home about $70,000 to $72,000. Well, you get into debt because when you go and try to qualify for loans, be it a car loan or a house loan, credit cards, or whatever it may be, they typically qualify you on what? Your gross income, not your net income. So technically, you end up getting things that what? You can't afford. So now you wonder, how did you get into the rat race? Well, the rat race is starting because the government took the first 1/3 of your income. And then as you start trying to pay off the debt with something called interest. So not only do they give you the money, loan you the money, they say, you got to pay us back this much on top of what you borrow. That's called interest. So that's what leads people to be in a debt. And if you don't believe me, just think about this. 70% of the population is overtaxed. 90% of the population is in debt. Those two things are married, believe it or not. Then you got big business every single month marketing to us, trying to get our money, always trying to get us to spend, spend, spend. You know, all the holidays. It seems like it used to be once a month as a special holiday. Now it seems like it's twice a month, right? There's something that we got to spend money on, right? And then, of course, inflation, which is basically when the cost of goods and services are going up, but your money isn't doing the same thing, right? So your money isn't doing the same thing, and that's how you have inflation, which means the value of your dollar is going down. You say, well, Marvin, a dollar bill is a dollar bill. 5 is 5, 20 is 20. No, 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 no. Those of you old enough, remember when $20 would fill your gas tank up. Now $20 might get you a quarter of a tank. That's the value of your dollar going down. In restaurants, you can your money just doesn't go as far. So that's our 4 roadblocks. But I'm not here to talk doom and gloom. I'm here to give you a solution. And the solution is having a home-based business. Well, Marvin, how does this relate to golf first and foremost? Because in golf, we all start on a level playing field. It's something called a tee box. Every time you play, you start on hole number 1, you got a tee box, you put the tee in the ground, you put the ball sitting up nice and pretty, and now you get to play that course. We all start at the same point. But where you go from there, that's where you can get in trouble. So what I'm going to do to keep this example short is, with a home-based business, the reason why it's important, one, it's the solution to those 4 roadblocks that I talked about earlier. Because everybody has a home or an apartment, and everybody has a social security number. So what does that mean? Everybody is born an entrepreneur. See, the USA, it values small businesses. Because when you value businesses, you can tell that they do it is because who did they help the most during the pandemic? What kind of money were they giving away to companies, PPP loans and things like that? And they were almost like forgiving the loans right off the bat because they value businesses in America. So if you know that the country you live in values something, when you know that the country that you live in taxes something less, why wouldn't you put yourself in a situation to have one? See, a home-based business allows you to make unlimited income. You get time freedom, take control of your situation. But the other thing a home-based business does, when I talked about taxes earlier, you get about 470 deductions. So that means that you now can write off your lifestyle, basically. The things that you would have to typically label as an expense, now they're labeled as what? A business deduction. So you don't have to go out and get a brick and mortar. You don't have to go out and try to spend $20,000, $200,000. You now can have a home-based business, typically, that can be very profitable for under $500. Under what I'm going to show you today is under $200. To be able to start a home-based business under $200, make unlimited income, spend your time the way you want to spend it, who you want to spend it with, how long you want to spend it as well. That's the key. So you got to ask yourself a rhetorical question: why aren't you cashing in? If you're going to eat food, if you're going to have internet in your house, if you're going to pay the light bill, if you're going to travel, why not put yourself in a situation where you can get your money back? See, that's the key. Once you start knowing the rules of the game of money, once you start knowing the rules of the game of golf, you start, guess what? You start playing the game a little bit differently. You realize maybe I should not hit this particular club into the water, lay up short of that, because going in the water, I get a penalty stroke. But if I stay out the water, I might be able to do this and save what we call par. Well, in the same way, why not play the rules of the wealthy the way they're meant to be played? Well, I'm going to show you what's called a 6-figure playbook. We're going to help you do 3 things with this, with the membership. Help you get your taxes, debt, and expenses down, and get your cash flow, income, and your credit up. See, a lot of people tend to think they want to make good money, right? With $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a year, or whatever the case may be. Well, you don't have to go out and try to invent something, this new gadget, this new widget. You don't have to go out and try to, go get a lot of debt to open up this store, whatever the case may be. But if you understand that in order for you to become wealthy, if you just could get 3 things down and 3 things up, you well on your way to creating wealth. Because once you put yourself in a proper tax situation where you're taxed at the lowest amount you can be taxed at, once your expenses start going down and once your debt goes away, now you say, I got positive cash flow. See, cash flow is about how long do you keep the money that you make. That's the first thing you want to do. 2, you want to get your credit up. The credit, when your credit goes up, your credit scores go up, now you pay less to borrow money. And then you want to have investments up. You want to be able to find a way to make some money in your sleep. Now, I'm going to share with you a membership real quick that we call the Financial Edge membership. Our company, MWR Financials, offer you a membership that allows you to get your cash back. We literally show you how to lower your taxes, start destroying your debt, shredding your bills that you have, raise your credit score, grow your assets, and increase your income. It costs $79.97 a month for our membership. Some people have consultations with their tax person. More people might go talk to a credit person, and they're spending almost $300 per visit to do that. Well, here you have a membership where for $79.97, you get access to experts that will help you with your taxes, help you with your credit, help you put together a plan to get out of debt faster, help you negotiate your bills to be lower. See, all you have to do with our membership is be good at doing one thing: uploading documents. See, our experts do all the work. Our company, MWR Financial, is actually connected to larger companies that have that's been in business 20-something years, right? They have tax CPAs, CFPs, enrolled agents with the IRS who handle the tax portion of what you need, the tax help and assistance that you need. We literally have people who've been in the credit game for almost 20-something years who literally all you have to do is upload your credit report. They call those creditors on your behalf. So all you see is an increase in your credit score, 50 to 150 points. Now think about that. When your credit score goes up, your interest rates start going down. Your insurance premium starts going down. So that's how you're able to keep more money, save more money, is because you're not spending that money. When the tax preparers, our tax experts help you correctly do your W-4, now you're making more off of your current job. It's called an instant pay raise. See, and we know people need it because guess what most people get every year? A tax refund. So a refund means your money again. So why would you give the government your money for the entire year just to get a portion of it back? The government is using your money to do what? Invest somewhere, right? So they got it going, they have it growing somewhere, gaining interest while you need it and you can't pay your bills in the process. So if you had tax experts working for you, credit experts working for you, then bill negotiators, people who will literally take all of the bills that you have, be it your cable bill, utility bill, cell phone bill, etc., call those companies and negotiate you lower rates. So now, guess what? When the bills go down, that's more money you keep. We're not talking about changing your plan. We're not talking about changing your company, your carrier, whatever the case may be. We're talking about bill negotiators that will help you do this. Now, they always say documentation is big. So here we go. Our platform allows the average person to bring back about $876. Let me say that first. Our platform, our membership for $79 a month allows the average person to bring back into their household $876 a month. How do we do that? Or let's prove that we've done it. Last year, $10 million a month in tax savings to our members. 12,000 of our members increased their credit score 50 to 150 points. Members were able to save 29,000 years of interest off of their debt. They were able to save $1.2 million on their existing bills, and they were able to generate $10.2 million in investment income. Our membership is not a joke, right? $79.97. Here you are with a chance to get your cash flow up. So Marvin, you started talking about a home-based business. You started talking about having a level playing field. Well, our home-based business is you sharing the membership with other people. And for right now, for not $228, for $129, we have something called a cash flow credit going on right now. So for $129, you get to start your own home-based business. $129 one time, and then $119 a month. The $119 handles your membership, $79, plus what? The $40 to run what we call your back office, because there's all different kind of tools we have in our back office. So now you're talking about being able to get paid by starting a home-based business, sharing the membership with other people. So ask yourself this question, Mark, for those who say, Mark, I don't like to sell. Well, if you knew that you were getting overtaxed and you got a $300 to $600 pay raise on your job, wouldn't you tell a friend? If you knew that when you uploaded your documents to some credit experts, they help you increase your credit score 50 to 150 points, wouldn't you share that with a church member? If you knew that you had a plan that was showing you literally how you're going to be debt-free in 7 years instead of 18 or 20 years when you tell a fraternity brother, sorority sister. See, what we do over here, it's about putting everybody on game. We're sharing with people that you got to have a team of experts. And I like to refer to the experts, using my golf example, as your caddy, right? Your caddy is the person that guides you around the course. They know what all the hiccups are. And they say, nope, don't hit over there, hit over here. Don't use this club, use that club. So now your caddy, in terms of what I'm referring to with our membership, is our experts, our tax experts, credit experts, and then eventually our investment experts, what I'll talk about in a minute. We literally have a way that we get paid by you sharing this information with others. You'll start to kind of build a team. What I mean by that is there'll be people introduced to the membership because of you. And as that group gets a little larger, you get paid what's called a daily guarantee. I'm only going to show you one of the 10 ways we get paid, but this is powerful because every single day you can make anywhere from $5 a day all the way up to $1,000 a day as your team grows. The $5 a day is important because that's $150 a month. That covers that 119 I was talking about earlier. But as your team kind of grows, let's just say it grew to 12 people. You tell 5 people and they tell 2 apiece, whatever the case may be. That's 12 people. You're getting paid $600 a month on top of that 876 average that the membership allows you to take advantage of. So think about being a person on your job right now. What would it take for you to get a $7,200 raise on your job? Let's just say your team grew a little bigger, right? And you were making $900 a month, $30 a day. So I like to stay in that category because some people say, Marvin, tonight $1,000 a day. I can't imagine that. That's not true. Just stay within the $20 to $30 a day, $600 to $900 extra a month. What would it take for you to get a $7,000 to $8,000 raise on your current job? Most people would say an act of God, right? So the membership allows you to get your personal house in order, while now you get to share this information with other people, and you get to make anywhere initially from $600 to $900 a month extra. And as more people do the same thing, that's what I like about it. I'm not selling something that somebody has to decide, do I really need it? Do I really need this soap or this lotion? Do I really want to drink this juice every day? Nope. But the one thing that people typically are concerned about every day is their money, right? Their finances. And so here you are offering them a chance to do that. Then once you start getting your cash flow together, we call save money the first part. The make money is you share the membership with others. Now it's time to grow your money. So if there was a way that you can grow and protect the money that you make, wouldn't that be cool? Well, we offer 3 different ways primarily to do that. We offer real estate, a land banking option, and a private banking option, and you can take advantage of all 3, by the way. The real estate option allows you to flip, buy, sell, flip, and invest in real estate, and our experts will do all the work. They put all the pieces of the puzzle in place. You're just what's called the capital investor. Our land banking option allows you to purchase land in a path of growth. We've already identified the land. You purchase the land in the path of growth. Now you get a chance to buy land at wholesale and one day be able to sell it at retail. This is land in Southern California where the Olympics is coming in 2028. This is where Warren Buffett is already invested about $2 billion with a B. And now you get a chance to participate in that. And then we have something called a private reserve account, which allows you to make about 8 to 12% on your money. Past performance does not dictate future performance, but in the past, it's been 8 to 12%. So can you imagine your money growing 8 to 12% somewhere versus being in your savings account right now, getting 0.001%? Doesn't that just make sense? So if you can save money and get your cash flow up, if you can make money by sharing with people how they can save money, and then the money that you're making and saving, you're not able to invest, you got a win-win-win. We call it save, make, and grow. We have team members participating in the land banking. They have their deeds already. We have people who have used the membership, paid off credit cards, now making daily guarantee money, and now they're buying their first home in some instances. Some people, their credit scores are going up like crazy, 805 to 815. They got the private reserve account. This couple, Charles and Judy Ivory, they're making $400 a day, $12,000 a month, because they literally are taking advantage of every portion of what we do. Miss Kim Whitfield took an $18,000 pay cut to move from Indiana to Texas for a job, but now because she's sharing this information with others, she's making $3,000 a month, $100 a day in daily guarantee, and she just purchased her first home in Texas. And by the way, her credit score went up 646 to 800. A former bartender, Miss Christy Howard, paid off 4 credit cards, paid off a car note. Credit score went up 624 to 809, makes 5 figures a month. And Mr. Brian Bain, a gentleman who started our team, a Morehouse College graduate, former employee with Nations Bank, been in the business 24 years, in the industry 24 years, made $1 million, lost $1 million, but he's so keen on financial literacy. And when we teamed up with MWR Financial, he said this is a win-win, because he always wanted to be able to help people with their financial situations. Now he just purchased 22 acres of land in Atlanta, Georgia, right in the middle of Cam Newton, Ludacris, and Denzel Washington's son, because of the business. Makes over good money. I won't say what he makes, but significant 5 figures per month. So now it's a matter of what you're going to do. Now that you kind of know what the obstacles are, and you know that you can beat the obstacles with the right caddy, with the right experts, where do you want to fit in? Do you want to become what we call a 2, a person that wants to just increase their cash flow? Or do you want to become a 1? You want to increase your cash flow, and you want to do what? You want to make sure you start getting paid 10 different ways. You want to get some of that daily pay as well. You might as well put yourself in a situation to win, win, win. So I'm Marvin Green, Coach Green, with the Extra Digit Movement. I hope I made sense between my correlation between golf and finances. Understand that we all start at the same spot. We all start on a fair, nice, even teeing ground. But you know what we got to do? We got to avoid the obstacles. We got to make sure that we avoid the hazards, right? And we got to get ourselves a teams of experts helping us to win. If MWR Financial can help you save money, taxes, credit, debt, bills, if then you can share information with others and start making money, and then you take that money and start growing it, you can't lose. You can increase your income 1 digit at a time. You can start having 3-figure days, 4-figure weeks, 5-figure months, a 6-figure year, and a 7-figure career, all because you took advantage of an opportunity. So I appreciate you for being here. Hope this made sense to you. Get with the person that showed you this video, or inbox me directly, 850-570-8480, and let's get you a game plan to start taking your finances over the top. God bless you. I hope to see you one day on the beaches all over the world. Peace.